Charitable remainder trusts have been around for years, and many high net worth clients take advantage of them to leave assets to maybe their spouse or their children, and then also a remainder amount to a charity. You can use these both while you're alive to generate a tax deduction for charitable contributions today, or as part of an estate planning process. Now, charitable remainder trusts are going to get a big boost after the Secure Act because of the way that you can leave an IRA to a charitable remainder trust, get income for life to your beneficiary, and still get that charitable deduction. Essentially, this is going to be the best strategy out there to mimic the loss of the stretch IRA. Because again, we're going to be able to drive income for life to our beneficiary. Now, the next question becomes, when should you start looking at these? Well, there are obviously certain asset levels where we see in an IRA or really a client where this becomes more beneficial. If we've got a client with a total net worth of probably under $500,000, charitable remainder trusts aren't going to be as popular. But when we start talking about people with $250,000, $500,000 IRAs, a charitable remainder trust can actually become a very powerful planning tool and actually should be discussed as part of the planning process as an option for the estate planning and charitable piece of the plan. Now, here's another really interesting thing. Because of the 10-year stretch provision that came in with the Secure Act, that we only have 10 years for many beneficiaries, this will allow us to stretch distributions over a longer period of time. And if you include the amount that you actually leave to the charity, the remainder portion, we actually, from an estate planning perspective, might be able to pass along more true wealth, right, as a total dollar amount to our beneficiary and the charity than we would have been able to if we just left the IRA directly to our heir, our beneficiary. Why? Because that's going to take a significant tax toll on that. Essentially, a simple way to think about this is we're going to move money that would otherwise be going to the government in taxes over to the charity. It's not exactly how it works, but it's a very simple way to think about it. So if you have clients that still want to provide legacy to their children and their heirs and are charitably inclined, this can be a better strategy than just leaving the money outright to their children and being forced to do the 10-year distribution period. Again, I'm Jamie Hopkins, the Director of Retirement Research here at Carson Group and a finance professor of practice at Creighton University's Heider College of Business.